What's going on, guilty guys and gals? Welcome back to Your Turn to Die. So thank you guys for the comments telling me what happens here. The only one I know that's or the only one that's unsubstantiated for me right now is that if you chose So to live, then most of the dolls got to survive. But Hinako dies no matter what, which is weird. I'm probably going to go back at the end of this, because right now I'm on the route, I believe, for Kuramada to survive. And Kuramada is not alive. So, as much as it's kind of like maybe thematically appropriate for the only doll I let die in the main game to be the only one to survive here, I'm probably going to go back and make it so that Mai survives in the end. But at least I know this is scripted and I didn't just screw this up to hell and back. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, it's very loud in my ear. Okay. There's something I've been wondering about. I can't ignore it anymore. Sarah, you remember when we first met Alice? Alice? We were asking him questions, and he gave an answer like this. The speaker said something about a trial, but it was foolish. I committed myself to hiding. Say, Sarah, you don't happen to have some sort of item that comes to mind? What? A trial, but it was foolish? The first trial? Oh, he abandoned his partner. Right. Okay. Rico, you're talking about this, right? Yeah. That's a voice recorder with a recording for a pair first trial on it. Listen to it again. Press the switch on the speaker. This is the first trial. You have 5 minutes. You cannot escape the time you lose your life. You are not alone. Your fate is tied to someone you cannot see. However, if you refuse this connection or are willing to betray them, you can leave safely. Follow the voice in your heart. This was located in the locker room. I'm guessing it was a trial split between floor 4 and 5, where you kept in communication. He didn't have any ill will. I'm sure Alice just left the room entirely naturally. But his partner died. Alice won the trial by betraying him. He killed her, his partner, the real Hinako. No way. This is why the real Hinako wasn't included with the dummies. The two formed a relationship of perpetrator and victim. Stripey. Alice, why didn't you give it any thought?
No, I'm sure it wasn't his fault. It's the kidnapper's fault for making us do this.
Gene, this is terrible. We really are just thoroughly being played like toys. But thanks to this, we've solved the mystery of Hinako. Without question, the dummy Hinako was human.
Then what are these hands attached to me?
Guess I have to admit it. As a reward, I'll tell you. Like you worked out, I gave my living hands. But even so, that's not to say it's my only hands. That's a new sprite. It's kind of... What is he doing? He's going to spin his head all the way around. That I gave away! His head spins? Also, how can we see this? Isn't he in the coffin?
Stop that! That's creepy!
Okay. Well, surprised?
You clearly ain't human.
I gave up my humanity. I split up and shared my body with a bunch of people. I have hardly any human parts left. If my body's over 50% doll, surely you'd consider me a doll, right? It's the ship of Theseus. In this way, the body can also be a majority vote. Really? Fine then. If Beanie-man is considered a doll, it all makes sense. Geen is blue, Beanie-man is red. This we can be sure of.
Whoa, now we can tell them apart.
Well, do your worst. If you think that alone will mean victory,
Well now, you seem tired of this discussion. Shall we have the challenging team use their hint?
I had somebody say it's kind of weird to have Meister have a southern accent, but I've got no voices left, so that's what he gets. I like Keiji, q-taro, and Kuramada's voices were already so similar, and Meister's originally was in like the same range, so I obviously couldn't do that. The third hint. Alright, so it can only be a glowing box, right? No, don't use the hint there. Right, that's how it is. You have to click the ends. So it can either be 3, 9, isn't there one more? Or 6. Well, 69 would be too easy. So, 3. Alright, well, it lit up red. Red means it ain't Geen. If this is Beanie-man, we win. That's true. You know, usually I'd suggest we have a discussion over what coffin to target. But honestly, there's really no choice but to pick this one, right? I don't think I have any influence on this, but if I do, if this was like something I could control, if we broke down this one, well, Beanie-man would never strike this one, right? So we just kind of have to do it. True enough. Yes, at least we won't risk getting Geen. Wait a second, hold on. If all the dolls die after this, how the hell does Anzu die? Her coffin's like the easiest to... Anyway.
Everyone.
You really okay with that? What, Beanie-man? Picking red means you might be picking one of the dummies, right? There'll be no trace of them left, and you're okay with that?
That's...
There's a chance of anyone getting picked, other than Anzu and Ranmaru in those non-glowing coffins. Oh yeah, Ranmaru as well. You'll surely pick an ally, Miss Sarah. Ugh, Beanie-man. What's with his confidence? Our reasoning should be right. We should be backing him into a corner. So then, why isn't he scared? Why doesn't he fear death? Does Beanie-man truly feel fear? Is our logic really correct?
Do it, Sarah. Choose it. A red coffin, so you can win.
My.
Even if I'm chosen, I won't have any grudges or regrets. We can't let someone like him live. This demon who tramples on people's happiness and their lives.
My...
Do it for me, Sarah. Save Geen, the human.
We'll win, absolutely.
Pick you, Sarah.
Now I just have to choose. And this time, we'll hit him. We'll defeat Beanie-man and win. This one.
Ah, well, is it the right one?
Sarah, q-taro, Beanie-man, you have to stop him.
Oh.
Too bad you hit my.
No, my.
What's going on? My? Again? I missed again? See? You drilled through an ally.
I can't handle this. They're all going to be killed. Geen and the dummies.
Everyone, be calm. This match hasn't been decided yet. Oh, but hasn't it? What's that? You're the ones who aren't calm. Here, let me summarize. How many glowing coffins are there in total? What are you saying? There's 5. Correct. There are 5 glowing coffins. And you've hit Hayasaka, Hinako, and Mai. I'll use a hint on one of their remaining 2 coffins. If you do that, then whether it comes up blue or red, I'll know the answer with 100% certainty. This is absurd. There's no strength left in my legs. Beanie-man's explanation is correct. I was thinking only about if we hit him, not what would happen if we missed. He'll be able to select Geen with certainty next, meaning he'll definitely be killed. That choice we just made was our final choice. Have I lost? That's right. Come on, stand up, Miss Sarah. You still have a role, don't you? A role? To finish this out. Use a hint in my stead to let me know where Geen is. I'll let you say your goodbyes too, yes? Goodbyes? Is this our last moment with Geen? That can't be. I see. So you feel too bad to show him your face. All right, Meister, I'll just have you do it. Wait. I'll do it. I'll do it, so stop it. Well then, chop chop. Will it be blue? Will it be red? I'm so excited. My mind isn't working. Am I in control of this? Why do I just not use it on something else?
You okay there, Missy? Beanie-man specified a glowing coffin, right?
Ah, fine. No. It's gonna be yellow. It lit up blue. Well done. Seems you found Geen. No way.
Mrs. Sarah!
Geen.
Please, stop! This is just meaningless.
Beanie-man, you had your fun now, right? Rethink it. Geen's just a little kid. I've hardly begun having fun. I wish I could play more.
Big Sarah, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing, Geen? I'm sorry. Sorry, Geen. I couldn't protect.
That's not true. Because you were there, Big Sarah. I wasn't scared. Even now I'm not.
No, I can't do this. This is...
Take care of everyone. And find Mr. Policeman. Woof.
Cagey? Ooh, every time I press, I get a heartbeat. Beanie-man. What? Still pleading for life? You haven't granted it. The consent form wish. I still haven't... Huh? You're obligated to listen to my wish. What are you saying? Invalidating the results of the death game is off limits, Miss Sarah. We haven't come to any result yet. Because this lamp was just a hint. You're truly ridiculous. I'm making a demand. Just this once. Change your selection, Beanie-man. This isn't like you. It's much too lame. Mere hair-splitting. I'm the floor master. The rules are up to...
That's some interesting hair splitting.
Meister...
She's got a point, Beanie-man. It's not altering the outcome, just changing the process a tad. And then you say you wanted to play more?
Don't be absurd. This isn't for you to decide. Let me out. I'll manage the controls.
I'm still in the game. That'd be a rule violation.
Meister! What's with this person? Why is he judging in our favor? He says it's changing the process, but if Beanie-man accepts my wish here, then we'll definitely be able to hit him next turn, won't we? So doesn't it amount to changing the outcome?
It ain't gonna end. Beanie-man, hurry up and pick a coffin to target.
Oh, he's gonna target Anzu, isn't he? She's the last one left, right? Oh no, Ranmaru. You could target Ranmaru and be a dick about it. Actually, he doesn't know which one of the glowing coffins Ranmaru's in, though. So if he wants to be a dick about it, he would kill Anzu. Number 2.
What? Number 2?
2 is... wait, why me?
Just hurry up and pick 2.
No, hold on.
Anzu.
Spare me, please, I don't want to die.
Beanie-man, anything but number 2. Pick a non-glowing coffin besides Anzu's.
Renmaru?
I see. If Keiji's coffin or 8's coffin gets chosen, no one will have to die. Oh, shut up. Number 2, and that's final. Do it already, Meister.
Your wish is my command.
Yeah. He just wants to be an asshole now.
Stop!
Anzu!
Now then, who's gonna be in this coffin?
No! Help me! Help me! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! Wah!
Shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anzu. So now Renmaru's, well, technically Kuramada's still left, but...
Because of me?
Ah, too bad. You hit Anzu.
Sheesh. How does it feel, Miss Sarah? Because of your wish, this time Anzu's an unrecognizable mess. I'm sorry, Anzu. Sorry? Or no, am I looking for forgiveness? I've just drawn a clear line. I sacrificed one of the dummies to save Geen. I discarded a doll so a human could live. I can't cover that up anymore. It doesn't matter. However brutal it is, I'll do anything. You're going down. You could also say you sacrificed an adult so a child could live. It's a little bit, you know. With our next choice, we'll deal the final blow.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
We'll clear the dummy's regrets right here.
We'll save Geen.
Go to hell, Beanie-man.
I don't want to lose to this guy. No.
Oh, really? I do hope you can. We'll do it. Let's begin our final discussion. Final discussion? What?
Now, there's just one thing to wonder about. Whether or not we target the remaining number 8 coffin.
What do you mean, now? Just really no other option. No. I mean, there's only 2 glowing coffins left now, and one has a hint now. If I make the blue number 6 coffin, you already have the answer. Now. If we look at it plainly, Beanie-man must be in the number 9 coffin.
Don't you have to wonder about why Beanie-man chose Anzu's coffin? Is there some smart way of using our hint?
Listen, we can't accept a loss. We got the dummy's regrets on our backs.
Hey, you must be thinking about whose side Meister is on? Yeah.
I don't think Meister's really on a side. It hasn't left my attention that Meister is gangster themed, and there was that whole Hades incident. And now that we know that, what's her name? Safalin and Sumaili were both people before the game that were basically abducted and trained by Asanaro. Makes me feel like, you know, they're more important than Beanie-man. We shall see. Anyway. I know it's a waste to use a precious hint, but something smells fishy. We've got to use it somewhere. I agreed. Why would you not?
If we look at it plainly, by all means we should have the answer. But something does seem strange. If Beanie-man planned ahead to this extent, we stand no chance. Just how deeply did he consider?
Kana, calm down.
Has our opponent made any kind of mistake? Like a careless statement, for instance?
A careless statement?
The dummies were created to kill us, but that don't matter none. Hayasaka, Hinako, Mai, Anzu, they were all our allies in the end.
Hinako wasn't a dummy? Okay.
We gotta show them the weight of that.
From Beanie-man's perspective, he could have picked whatever. But I wonder, was there a reason he had to pick Anzu's coffin and not one of the others? Rico, what do you mean? Well, It's gotta be because Anzu's coffin's the only one we knew the contents of from the start. That's true. Only Anzu's was known.
I don't think we should trust him, woof. He's just acting impartial, but really he's on Seaweedhead's side, woof. And Shorty, too. I don't want to suspect her, but maybe she was with the bad guys.
Gene.
I mean, it has to be, right? Shorty must have worked with Seaweedhead, or she couldn't have done it as a fake.
He has a point. If both Meister and Hinako are on Beanie-man's side, there may be traces of them preparing things for this banquet. I don't think there's anything crazy in here, right? Other than this. Which I don't think we've still gotten to the bottom of yet. Unless it's literally just a printout from the coffin system. Did they say that? I think they might have. It was almost a full week ago. Give me a little bit of a break. Oh, I wonder if at this point the dummy is... Well, Renmaru can't be dead at this point, I don't think. Probably not. But I wonder if the dummy's dialogue in these is not important after a certain point because they could all be dead. Okay, no? I thought that would be the careless thing. Careless statement. Not sure about this one. I just wanted to turn that off for a second because I was like, why was I using this again? Oh, right, because I can't see the glowing coffins without it. Duh. There's that, right? Obviously, this one isn't really doing anything for me. It's between Ranmaru. Well, Ranmaru's doesn't really have anything going on either. It's just, is there some smart way of using our hint? What is he saying? Okay, he's just saying, use a hint. And it's like, yeah, okay. True, we should use a hint. That seems important, right? I'm gonna try this. Doesn't really make sense at all, but hey. Nope, okay. It's gotta be an item then. I don't see how anything else could, like, go against each other, but, where, though? Anzu's coffin's the only one we knew the contents of from the start. I just realized something I think is going to be important later. What the hell is it then? Really not sure here. Is it this? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Nope. Nah. Oh. What does that have to do with what we're doing right now?
Master Gorilla, don't be fooled.
Well, what's that, King?
She said they were all allies, but Shorty must have been an enemy.
Guess so, but Even Hanako was killed.
I wouldn't believe in her too, but will we find the answer that way? Can we really win?
Sorry, let me think this over.
Seems q-taro reworked his statement. Okay. It's true, Hanako might have been our enemy.
But if that's the case, then why did Hanako get killed? I just ain't sure. What was Hanako trying to say in her last moments? I'm pathetic, not even being able to remember.
You can't remember? Then maybe I should use that again. Q-taro, please fix your memory. This is the second time I've had to do this for you. Pay attention.
You're gonna help me remember again, huh?
Yes, look into the lantern. Damn, damn, damn.
I'm starting to remember now. Alright, let's think about any statements that seem curious, just like before.
What's this shaking? You're kidding, right? No way. Why me? This can't.
This one? Seems you couldn't believe what was happening to her.
Should I add this statement? I guess. I mean, everything else is just kind of...
You got it.
You can write, no way, why me? It seems she couldn't believe it was happening to her. That's possible. If this doesn't work... Wait, why would this be the same thing again? Nope, okay. I was thinking, like, she'd be surprised because he knew which one she was in. But maybe it's literally just this again. Okay, never mind. What the hell are we doing then? This? No. I mean, if Hanako was our opponent, is it a different line? That seems like the only one that would be... That would be important, right? That's nothing. What's this shaking? You're kidding, right? This can... Is it this? Let's just see what he has to say about all of them. I don't know. What's this shaking? Because in her pitch black coffin, she had to write on info other than sight. Oh, she would know what was going to happen if she was part of them? I forgot that was still active. Rely on info other than sight. Well, okay, it's got to be this and something now. I have to imagine it's not Geen, so I'll gamble this one first. Nope, okay. Try gambling on Geen then. Honestly, don't know about this one. Is it this I'm just gonna go around this. I don't follow the logic here, so I'm just gonna keep trying and then reload probably. I don't know. I don't get what they're trying to say. There's like barely anything to go off of here. We already had this, right? Oh, no, that was the one I was just using. Seems you couldn't believe what was happening to her. This could... Let's just see what happens here, I guess. That? Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's totally not just random. What is she even going to be referring to?
What did you just say?
I said this sea.
This might sound strange, but maybe Hanako didn't mean to say this can't be happening. Rather, this coffin?
Coffin?
Yes, Hanako was working with Beanie-man. Maybe her coffin wasn't planned to be selected.
But then it was.
She was betrayed.
What does this mean?
The reason she thought she couldn't be selected, do you know it, Sarah?
Because... I'm really gonna die here, huh? The reason in my head is because it's human. And why would the humans ever select a human coffin, right? Did we hit it? I'm pretty sure it's glowing. If I had the lantern up, I could see it. Well, it wasn't non-glowing because we went through it, so it has to have been glowing. She was told the number, or it was marked. We didn't see any discernible marks, so I guess she must have been told the number.
But she would have noticed when the hint was used.
Okay, well, at least it didn't kill me. Something special only Beanie-man could see. But it is glowing. Okay. Because it was a non-glowing coffin? That would take her out of the selection from the start. But Hinako's coffin was glowing. This is what I'm saying! Huh? Then that idea is wrong. Is it wrong?
Because Sarah?
Hinako had hot cocoa, right? Yeah, and she splashed it on my coffin. What if the reason Hinako had that hot cocoa was to pour it on her own coffin?
Yeah.
Then she splashed mine as a distraction? No wonder. I was thinking, how many cups of cocoa does one girl need?
Oh, that's shady. What? She should have mentioned that earlier.
My bad. He did mention it. Meister, tell me something.
What is it?
While this device was being set up, was it possible to trade coffins?
Well, now, I suppose you could. Say what? I locked them when starting, yeah? Till then, everyone could do as they wished.
Then maybe the incident happened just before the banquet began. Well, all the coffins were buried underground. At that time, Beanie-man came out of his coffin and called Hinako to trade coffins with her. What? That's gotta be cheating.
But why did Hinako make the trade?
I'm sure she didn't necessarily know everything about how it worked. And she didn't even consider that she could actually be betrayed. Well, how about it, Beanie-man? Huh? This trade thing wasn't in your plan, right? At first you wanted to simply enjoy the game, but you started to fear that you'd die. So you called Hinako and swapped with her. So what? You're acting all proud like you've won. But what does knowing that do for you? Huh? You swapped with Hinako, so that means you're in a non-glowing coffin. There's 3 of those, right? Just take a look. You have to pick me from among the 3 non-glowing coffins. You have no more clues. This can't be. Oh, yeah, you can use your last hint, but whatever you pick, it'll just be red. What? Go ahead, discuss it all you'd like. That's exactly what I intend to do. 3 non-glowing coffins. Guys, don't just be silent.
Well, from what we worked out, Beanie-man is in one of the 3 non-glowing coffins.
Beanie-man's in a coffin that Hinako was originally in, right?
Keiji's coffin's also one of the unglowing coffins, isn't it? I think we need to use our hint.
Renmar's just not talking now. He's like, "No, I'm in the other coffin." Wait. Oh, I already see the discrepancy. Yeah. If Keiji's in one of them, then they wouldn't all be red.
She was such a liar. It's not guaranteed it'll be red.
That's true. There's Keiji's coffin.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, but if Keiji's really in there after being executed, it'll show blue. But Beanie-man isn't considering that at all. Why is that? Ain't this something? Like it's a little cocoa-colored? I've been observing them the whole time, and no. What should we do?
Well, from what we worked out, Beanie-man's in one of the 3 non-glowing coffins. We just gotta choose 1 and 3. But how can we tell them apart anymore?
We can't be sure of that, can we? But to think we've come this far not knowing whether Keiji's in there.
It's no use. I can't see any options other than using our hint. And if that's only going to come up red, like Beanie-man says, it'll be 1 and 3. And since Gein's coffin's already known, if we miss, Gein's life really is forfeit this time.
You just have to try.
Gein.
I'm ready. I'll be okay, whatever the result is. I want us to stand against this together.
Gein. We'll stand against Beanie-man. I'm prepared too. Final hint. Use a hint on a non-glowing coffin. So it's 4, 5, or 7. I wonder if Beanie-man's a superstitious type. This is the last hint. If we don't learn something, there's nothing more we can do. Still, I summon my resolve and press the lamp. Yup. Huh? It lit up blue?
It really came up blue? Blue means human.
Which means it ain't Beanie-man, right?
It's Mr. Policeman's coffin.
Wrong child.
It's Mr. Policeman's coffin. No way. So Mr. Policeman really was executed then. Woof.
Keiji. That's wrong. Keiji escaped. If he escaped, then what does this blue mean? What is inside? I don't know, but Keiji's done something for us. 2 coffins left, Beanie-man. Sarah. Now it's 1 and 2. I don't think there's any more we can figure out from this discussion. We just have to choose one. I believe we'll win. This time we'll defeat you, Beanie-man. Hold on. Okay. Here's the thought, right? This is my thought. Did Keiji have to be here for the banquet to start? I don't remember if it said that specifically, or if he could sit it out and it was just a detriment to us because we'd have less brains on the matter. If Keiji did put the Beanie-man doll in one of the coffins, and the other one is Ranmaru, then that means that Keiji's coffin that's glowing blue right now is Beanie-man, who's still half human. Or at least somewhat human, right? But the game doesn't really want me to do that, I don't think. Oh, but this does add the possibility, I suppose. that Geen could be in this, right? If they maybe knew that they could switch and switched. You never know. That's why Geen isn't scared right now. All I can do is save. Well, 5's my lucky number. Will it even let me strike coffin number 7 for my thought? And then Kuramada's in the last. Kuramada and Geen are in glowing coffins. Beanie-man, Doll, Renmaru. I suppose that would make sense, somewhat. Will it even let me do this? This is... Okay, no. Fine. I guess Ranmaru is gonna die horribly. Sure. If I miss, Geen and Ranmaru will both die. My hands tremble. Even knowing I have no choice but to press it. Please give me courage.
Good luck, Princess Sarah.
Do it, Sarah. I'm sure you can win. Good last words, Renmaru.
Ah, well, is it finally the right one?
Seriously? Please, somebody, save Geen and Sarah. No, it can't be this.
Too bad you hit Ranmaru.
It's all over. I couldn't protect Ranmaru or Geen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't save anyone. Can't give up, Sarah.
What's up?
A voice. No, it's just an illusion. Besides, even if you tell me not to give up, it's clear which coffin Geen is in.
It ain't like you think, Sarah.
Have to pick. Beanie-man? Damn it. What's going on? The number 7 coffin should show up red, right? Didn't KG escape? He must have put that there instead.
Seems like it's effective. Our final trick.
Trick? q-taro, what did you do?
When did you decide that was Keiji's coffin,
Then, are you saying it's Geen's coffin?
No way. During the final coffin check. Did you do something with Geen's coffin?
That's inconceivable.
Then go ahead and pick the one you believe in.
What's going on? There's so much I don't understand. Even still, Beanie-man is backed into a corner.
I'll give you the explanation later. This is the final trap me, Mai, and Keiji put together. If you let him think calmly, Beanie-man might notice what's up too. You gotta thoroughly corner him. Refute his ideas, break his brain.
Oh boy, I forgot about this too. And he blinked? I have to pick the statements of Beanie-man's that seem most refutable. I'll make him unable to think this over properly. Why was that coffin blue? There's no way Keiji's inside. Geen is inside. Even more unthinkable. Well, he could have swapped, right? Geen is inconceivable? It's a blue coffin. It's possible. No, it's not. Geen's coffin is new. It'd be a glowing coffin. What? No, come on. That's not a failure. They could have switched. You guys switched? No way Keiji's inside? Why are you able to say that? We saw the cremation system being activated. Shouldn't it be the most natural for you to think that Keiji is inside? Foolish. It must have been a deception. Keiji escaped from the coffin. The control system worked and opened up the coffins, and the victim video is playing a proof of that, yes? Those dying moments of the 6 dummies. Hold on. What? The control system worked and opened up the coffins. The victim videos playing were proof of that. How? What? The dying moments of those 6 dummies. That's wrong, Beanie-man. Hanako's video showed the death of the real Hanako, someone separate from the dummies.
Be quiet! What do those details matter now? What's important is, the coffin control system functioned properly. Because the victim videos were set to play as a reward for activating it.
What about that as a reward?
At any rate, the real question is Keiji's actions afterward.
Keiji must have learned how the banquet works somehow. I bet he heard it from Maple. Or maybe Shin, that traitor. Keiji couldn't have got to Shin, right? That's what we're going to get to? Because he never made it to the 5th floor. At least through our knowledge. Well, Shin was dead before he made it to the 5th floor.
The Shin AI was only in the control room on floor 5. There's no way Keiji could have talked to him while he was stuck on floor 4.
Then he heard it from Maple. That settles it. Having learned about the banquet, Keiji began his scheme to ensnare me.
I'm sure he put something else inside the coffin. He could just use my doll in place for a corpse. The coffin identified contents by the type of collar, all told. Okay. But then why would it be blue, Beanie-man? The contents are identified by the type of collar? That's the first time hearing of this.
Right, because it's the first I'm telling you. After all, both humans and dolls would be reduced to cinders by the cremation system, right? So only things that could withstand the heat would remain in the coffin. Namely, the collar.
What?
And Keiji must have thought like so.
Keiji figured he'd make use of a certain collar, my collar, which was in the control room. Not even realize that's just what I wanted him to do. The bags under his eyes keep growing. He used your collar, Beanie-man? That's impossible. Your collar would show the same thing as the dummies, red. But what actually came up was blue. How do you intend to explain that contradiction?
Why, you're being so annoying right now. I don't know, so I'm thinking about it.
Wow, turning the tables.
And you're getting in the way.
Beanie-man, there's only one answer that makes sense.
What?
It's simple. Your reasoning has all been way off the mark. I did it. I refuted them all. From the beginning, Beanie-man has been thinking the coffin that coffin didn't contain Keiji, but rather his collar from the control room. So he was convinced it'd be red.
You're saying it's all wrong? Then who's in there? Is it Keiji? It definitely can't be Gin. Gin. That above all would be impossible. Yes, I'm certain.
You have no allies to support you when you're faced with a dilemma. Maybe because you killed, because you killed them all yourself, Beanie-man. Now, choose. Decide your fate, Beanie-man.
All right, I'll choose. Meister, the coffin I'm picking is...
I see, this one?
Meister selected the coffin.
Now, will it be the right one?
Big Sis Sarah? I'm scared. What's so funny? I hate you. Woof.
Geen?
Gene!
Geen?
What about Mr. Policeman? The blue coffin isn't mine. It's Mr. Policeman's coffin, right? Was he inside?
Keiji's in there? I see. If he didn't use Beanie-man's collar, I can only imagine he's inside. But didn't he escape? Don't tell me. After he escaped, he went back in? While I was passed out? Silent the whole time. So as to deceive Beanie-man. Hands. Oh, this again. Hey, remember this from the beginning of the game? I do. And then they snatched up Sarah. Oh, hey, this is literally that. Hey, buddy.
You did good, Sarah.
Why is my game lagging so much? I sure hope it hasn't been, like, lagging out the recording. Although it's a visual novel, so you probably wouldn't have noticed it too much, but why is it suddenly lagging? I'm gonna pause for a second. Hold on. Okay, it's not doing it anymore. I fixed it somehow by doing absolutely nothing. I closed, like, 2 background functions that were suspended, and now it's fine. I don't know. I probably just needed a break, I guess. Is that how this works? I don't think so, but hey.
You did good, Sarah.
Keiji?
Long time no see, everybody. Keiji? Hold on. Why are you just here?
Oh, he doesn't have his collar, does he?
You survived?
No, he does.
Sorry about that. Took some time getting here.
Are you the real deal?
Might be a ghost. Wanna check?
Keiji.
Yep, I'm real. It's a long story, but basically, Renmaru locked me in the changing room.
Why? Well, you should have told us sooner.
Sorry. I worried you, huh? You did good too, Geen.
Yeah.
Sheesh, you should have come sooner. I've been listening to things unfold over the transceiver, but me being here wouldn't have helped anything.
Remember earlier when I was, like, in the items and I was like, oh, wait, that'll probably come into play later. I was like, Keiji has the other transceiver, doesn't he? Because they wouldn't have just left it there, right? He did.
Now, we can talk later. Do what you need to do, Sarah. Defeat Beanie-man. A rule violation. I finally realized, just now, you used it. Mishima's collar.
Keiji had the head the whole time?
Mishima's head, which Miley failed to collect. His collar was still on it. We still haven't found that collar. So you're the one who had it, Keiji. And you put it in that coffin. And that's foul play. Using a missing collar from another floor isn't a valid part of the game. It's against the rules. Mishima's collar is a rule violation. Clear foul play. You damn... It's time you give up.
No, Beanie-man's right. Shima's collar's an illegal item that was never meant to be used. To dodge execution with it, that's unfair. Rule breakers will be executed.
Then, the rule breaker will put the collar in the coffin.
That'd be Keiji.
Actually, no, it was Renmaru, you idiots.
What nonsense is that? This can't be, surely. Even after he survived and we reunited? He'll be executed for breaking the rules?
We remain undaunted. So you were prepared for this? How disappointing. Even though there's a way you could be saved. I'm not interested in a finished game, you see. Once I win, I cease to care about who played dirty. Don't listen to him, Sarah. I promise you, if I win, I won't expose your transgression, and I won't punish you. Choose Geen, Sarah. Don't listen to a word he says. I'm saying that if you pick Geen, I'll let Keiji go, Sarah.
I wouldn't take that choice regardless. The last choice. Really, truly the last. Keiji's had a good run anyway. So it's 4, right? That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Beanie-man is in number 4. Geen is in number 6. Should I choose 4? Sure. Once I push it, it's all end. If I save Geen, defeat Beanie-man, Keiji will.
It's alright, Sarah.
Keiji? My hands tremble, but with the last of my strength, I selected the coffin.
Oh my, will it be the right one?
Don't screw with me, Sarah. I gave you a compromise, and yet you should have given this up. To think death would be so terrifying.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. It's over.
Well done, you hit Beanie-man. Well, this, the challenging team wins. However, seems you'll need to pay the price.
No,
Protect Keiji.
we won't let you do that.
Rule violations will be punished. If you resist, we'll take you all out, got it?
I still won't move aside. I won't let you kill any more of my allies.
Ain't no need, Sarah.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you everything.
Oh, did Kuramada do it? What?
Sorry for fooling you this whole time. This is what I really am.
Well, I mean, there was hints toward that, yeah, but I didn't know he actually knew it. What do you mean? I don't get what's going on at all.
I ain't the real q-taro. I'm a doll Safilin prepared.
A doll?
Keiji, you look bewildered yourself.
Honestly, yeah. 'Cause I just did what he expected I'd do. I put Beanie-man's collar in the coffin.
Right. After we put the collar in, we split up to act separately. Keiji went to floor 5 and we went to the cemetery.
Why'd you go back there?
Truth is, I was at my limit. My stab wound was deeper than I thought.
You can't, q-taro. Get up, we're going to meet Sarah and the others, right? If you stay here, won't you get burned to death?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Seems it's too late for me.
Is that what Safilin told you? I don't want this. It's because of me.
Don't cry. There's no time. What you need to do is...
I can't do it alone without you, q-taro.
You won't be alone. I got a doll. Safilin will help you. If you can just get my ID card, use the AI Seaver with my doll.
But then, what about you? Are you planning to die here without anyone even knowing?
It'll be the ultimate camouflage.
That's ridiculous. Please.
Now get going, man.
It can't be. Then inside coffin number 7 was the real q-taro?
Yeah.
This is kind of cool.
No.
Keen, you got out?
Master Gorilla, sorry already.
I'm sorry. I'm guessing he was burned in the coffin then.
Why?
Oh, poor Geen.
We were gonna get home together.
Oh.
Don't cry now. Geen, you're a big boy, right? Sarah, Kana, Rico, you gotta protect him, all right? Stick with your allies.
But, Mr. Gorilla, he was all alone. We couldn't even talk. I couldn't tell him anything.
No, he knew. I may just be a copy, but even now, I feel like I'd be willing to die for you.
What are you saying? You can't.
My good fortune was my heart being weak. To tell the truth, I wavered lots of times, and maybe too many times to really be redeemable, but here we go. Even though I thought about abandoning everybody, and I did one time, but that was in an alternate reality, don't think about it. Even so, I couldn't, except for that one time I did, but I didn't. It wasn't kindness or anything, it just yielded. The part of me that wanted to survive, even if it meant killing somebody else. So, I'm happy that I could come to your aid.
Mr. Gorilla? What's wrong, Mr. Gorilla? Mr. q-taro?
Thanks, King.
Mr. q-taro!
Oh, he powered off. Did he have that little battery? Oh, I guess they only had half a tank, right?
And it's over. All the dolls have run out of battery. Next will be your final game. The winner will be decided.
No, it won't.
Huh?
We'll escape. We won't do as you expect us to.
Well now, I look forward to that. Ginabushi,
Well, what? Meow.
Keiji Shinogi, Kana Kazuchi,
Yes?
Riko Yabusame,
Yeah?
and Sarah Chidoon. 5 of you will have a final match. Till then, give some careful thought to the ways you might outwit each other.
Final chapter part 1 end. To be continued in final chapter part 2. So, if I did save Mai... Oh, hey. Nice. If I did save Mai, would her battery just go out at the end? Like, would it just be, like, one extra scene? Because Kurumada, we didn't even talk about the fact that he technically lived. I guess there's a chance he could come back later, right? But I doubt he will. So thoughts. I've actually got plenty of thoughts about this. And I hated this. Okay, I didn't hate this chapter, but I didn't like this chapter as much as the other two. I definitely didn't hate it. That was just a joke. Don't worry. The inclusion of the dolls is such a novel concept, and I like it so much. And then it went nowhere. It's partially just to the fact that they were too disposable, right? I hate the idea that all of this chapter and getting to know these characters just boils down to a Walking Dead effect at the end. You know? I say that. Some of you might not know what I'm talking about when I say that, because it's kind of a term I came up with, but I'm guessing anybody who watched that show can infer what I mean. Generally, outside of like a cast of about maybe 10 characters, maybe a little bit more than that, The Walking Dead was just... Anybody you were introduced to in a season would probably die within a season or two. And most of the time, what they were doing amounted to nothing, right? So it really just felt like a waste. And for the first season, like, sure, that's okay, because, you know, you see these you see these core characters start to grow from that, right? And that's sort of what Your Turn to Die started like. There's a lot of characters I felt their deaths were stupid. Now and Joe, for example. Joe's at least makes sense, but the sacrifice card, I don't really like it in general. But moving forward, also Mishima. Mishima didn't really have a reason to die other than the fact he was an old guy. But it propelled the characters forward, so it worked, right? Same as the early seasons of The Walking Dead. But then they have to keep things interesting, you know? Like, there's too little characters, there's too little interactions. We have to keep adding stuff. And that's, to me, what the dolls are. They are characters like Eugene or something at the mid... I think The Walking Dead's still going, but at the point I still watched it, that was one of the characters everybody hated because they felt like wasted space. And then at that point, you know who's death fodder. And you know, unless it's greatly telegraphed beforehand, one of your main characters isn't going to die. And that's exactly what happened here. All the dolls were death fodder, and q-taro, who had a telegraphed end far in the past, died. So it's really just... It's just like The Walking Dead. And I hate to say that because I turned on The Walking Dead pretty hard. It's not quite as horrible because it didn't keep going and going and going. Like if this game had 6 chapters, it would be The Walking Dead levels of bad. But considering it's setting up a final 5 struggle between myself, or Sarah, Kana, Keiji, Rico, and Gin, 5 is a good number to end on. I actually like q-taro's death. It makes a lot of sense. But the dolls are just wasted potential to me. There's like no reason to have introduced them. What did they serve other than, oh, look, it's sad when they die, isn't it? Ha ha ha. They could have just introduced Ranmaru and Hinako and cut out the fat, right? And have them both die here. Sure. That would still be pretty rough, but at this point, it wouldn't be that crazy. Out of the other dolls, who even really did anything, right? Like, I had personal favorites. I liked Kuramada in the end, even though I had no feelings toward him in the beginning. And I liked Mai quite a bit, because they actually had character moments, you know? But the fact that they're all disposable made it so that they were kind of pointless. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Even if only one of them survived. Like, if Doll q-taro got to stay with us, or Doll Ranmaru, maybe. I don't really like Ranmaru as much as other people do, but that'd be at least something. Or one of the dolls that you end up saving in this minigame. If one of them survived, I think it'd be worth it. But none of them surviving, I don't think it's worth it at all. The gameplay-wise, I think this chapter has been the best one so far, probably. It's like puzzle battles, which I like a lot more than Mario Party mini-games. Or just straight-up puzzles. I like puzzle battles. It's pretty good. I liked Maple. I liked Beanie-man was a great floor master. Overall, like, overarching story-wise, this did pretty well for that, but it was the micro-story of this chapter that wasn't as great so far. I don't know. Maybe it's different if you keep So around. I feel like keeping, Shin, I guess I should say. I feel like maybe I missed out on a bunch of story beats because Shin is dead. But then again, that's not really my fault, right? Because you gave me the choice. So this route should still be interesting, even if I didn't do that. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, because I know a lot of people requested me to play this. So I would be interested to see how much you felt this chapter marked up to the last 2. And who was your favorite doll? If you say Hayasaka, I'm gonna... I don't know. Maybe the chapter 3 thing will retroactively make my thoughts change on the dolls a bit, like they did with Kai, because I thought Kai was pointless too until he came back for chapter 2, sort of. Even then, he's still not great, but you know. But yeah, that's Your Turn to Die, chapter 3B. The finale, I guess, will come out eventually, and then we'll finale it. The final trial. I'm ready for it to be over. Again, that sounds bad, but I do love this game. It's very interesting. I have said before that it's sort of like a more interesting take on the Danganronpa formula in a way. Because people can die just whenever, right? It's not just in the trials. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this ends up. Before this chapter, we were sitting at a pretty solid A tier. We're probably at like B plus now, or something like that. Maybe B. I don't usually do pluses, so we'll say B tier right now. We'll see if it climbs back up or crawls down. I doubt it'll crawl down. You never know. I said that last time, and I guess it did technically, so... Alright, bye.